Good morning, Santana. How are you? Sanita. Tina. Good morning, Hope. So I'm going to say a little prayer here. Good morning, Passion. Welcome in. Good morning, my family. On this Tuesday, the last day of June, we begin a new day with hearts ready to serve. As we step into today, remember that share weights travel further than weight carry alone. God designed us for community to lift one another up when the road grow heavy. May our hands be ready and your hearts be willing to carry what another cannot bear alone. Amen. So that is what I have to say. And then our thoughts today is what's ahead is far better than what's behind. The best is yet to come. All right. So with that, all that being said, everyone, okay, and remember, we're going to be moderators. Please watch the chat. Anything that you see not supposed to be there, you can hide it, and so forth. We just let's have a peaceful discussion in the community. I don't want us to police the chat, you know what I mean? But if there is a comment that is disrespectful or offending other people, you can just hide it. That's all we need to do. All right, going forward. So good morning. Let me just do the roll call. I'm just wait. How are you guys doing this morning before I do the roll call? I'm just waiting for a few more of you guys to get into the room, to enter the room. How was your morning? It's an early morning, and maybe it's an afternoon for some people, or is it night for some people? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment below. All right, let me just put this up and let me go over to the other screen to see. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning. Good morning, Sharon and Chuck. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. The skit was waste of my time. Tina said, and she's laughing. Sanita, welcome in, please. Like that's what I was looking for. Thank you, Tina. So I'll pin that. All right. So we get that out of the way. So please remember, guys, to hit the like button as you come on into the room. Okay, so Tina says this skit was a waste of time. So good morning, Sanita. Welcome in. It's nice to have you here again. It's a pleasure. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Hope. Good morning, Passion. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, Marianne West. Good morning. Welcome in. And welcome in, Passion. Welcome in, Bethel. How are you doing? Good morning. Yes. Charmaine, when she have a chat, she's gonna jump on. Yes. Good morning, Tina. Suzette. All right. So good morning, everyone. Welcome in. All right. So let me hear what you guys are saying now. So Passion is saying, so let me put it on the screen. I hope this girl helps Anthony see all the things Amber was trying to tell him about the way he treated Amber. Thank you for that, Passion. But Passion, she's gonna isolate him, I think. But you know what? I'm gonna keep my, I'm gonna watch her some more. But I think Denisha is gonna be his karma because Denisha has taken up residence in Amber's home, right? And I am just gonna watch it and then I can give my honest take what the nuggets I'm gonna pick up. Charmaine already know what kind of girl she is. She already pick up what she's doing because what I'm seeing is now she wants him to check people. And then she withholds sex. If you notice, she withholds sex from him when she's upset to get him to do what she wants him to do. That's my opinion. And then Bethel says, good morning, Anthony Karma. Yes, Denisha is Anthony Karma. Definitely. And Marian says, waste of skit. I guess today is a break day. We have a lot to discuss about that, but I think they're going to bring it for us this morning. Definitely. So let's see. Let me just refresh my screen here. And we have 35 watching. We have 7 likes. Come on, guys. Please hit the like button. And then Sanita says, did I read what? Okay, I forget to read this one. Sorry about that, Tina. Let's get to it. Sanita, I want to see a skit of Amber and Anthony with their lawyers. I'd love to see that too, Tina, but right now I'm not sure when that is going to be, but we're looking forward to see that mediation, if there is a mediation. And welcome in JDK, welcome in Terence, welcome in Nancy, welcome in EP, welcome in Belinda. Did I welcome in Suzette? I hope I did welcome. And welcome in Margaret. Okay, welcome in Marvis. Okay, welcome guys. All right, so let's read what's happening. All right, so yeah, Charmaine told me about this skit with Denanisha last night, and I get to see, because I don't have the second skit with Anthony and Denanisha when Anthony was speaking to Denanisha mom. And if I was Denanisha man, I watch it on the other channel. I don't think we're supposed to be saying we watch it on that other chat platform either. So we just have to speak on the platform that we are on. All right, guys. So right now, Anthony speak to the mother and says he will stand by Denanisha and the son. He will protect them, right? And that same word that Anthony used with Denanisha, mom, is gonna come back to bite him. But as a mom, she's telling her mother she's in this married woman home, and she's talking about the wife checking her or whatever. He invite her over for one day, and it looks like Anthony is so green, he can't tell her, say it's time for you to go back to your house. So she moves in. So hopefully, maybe we're going to see Kai, her son, move in. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Do you guys think she is moved into, let me just poll that. Do you believe Denanisha has moving permanently into Amber's house? Or should I say the Dalton residence? But anyway. And we're going to put that to uphold. And her mother is upholding this slackness, really and truly. The mother is okay for this girl to see a married man, and in the married man home, the marital home. And I think she said at the end of it that she don't want to go back there. Was this girl arrested or something like that? I'm not sure, because I didn't hear that well. But when Charmaine can come on, she will jump on and explain that to us. All right, so let me see what Suzette is saying. I didn't watch this skit. No, Anthony and Denanisha boring. Thank you, Sharon, for keeping us updated. You are so welcome, my darling. And good morning, Tina. Good morning. So let's go. Welcome in, Leticia. Denanisha doesn't know Anthony has no control over Shayla. Wait till Angelina shows up and out with all of her past. I know. I can't wait for that either. But I am loving this for Anthony. He is playing checkers and she's playing chess. Because guys, we have to remember Denanisha. When Denanisha came to when Anthony invited her to the home and she saw the auto and she come to the car. Whatever I'm thinking, I'm not gonna make nobody sway me. I'm gonna keep my own opinion still, because I was agreeing with Monila and Riri show. So now in my show and anywhere I'm gonna stick to what I'm saying. You remember when Denanisha came out of the car, she go, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know what I mean? She has a plan. She has a plan. And as Charmaine says, this girl know how to handle her situation, because a scammer knows how to be cool and collected. And if a person goes to jail too, they know how to be cool and collected. That's what Sham tells us. And I think we just heard, I think she said she don't want to go to jail again or something like that. Please let me know in the comment. So, guys, I know a lot of you guys want to see this divorce happen. I know, but remember, the team is God has the plan for the Daltons. I don't think it's for Anthony only, but I think it's for Amber and Anthony. Amber lied to Dave yesterday. Anthony lies to Denisha the night before. Welcome in Trees. Is it Treesy? Tree? And welcome to Sharon Review. It's a one. It's I'm happy to have you here, Yolanda. Welcome in. I'm just looking to see. Yes, please hit the like button, everyone. Belinda says, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. And Sanita says, we are tired of Anthony. Denisha, I understand that. But remember, we have to watch the process. We have to trust God as a plan. This is all ordained for Anthony to go into this. When this girl is done with Anthony, he is gonna wish he never treat his wife the way he did. Remember, him asked and his lawyer, does you ever think Amber loves me? He's gonna find out, says Amber. I remember Shayla telling before, Amber is the best thing that ever happened to you. But not to worry. I'm just loving it. So she's cooking him his favorite dinner. I'm not taking up no side for nothing. We are calling a spade a spade. She's cooking and he's loving it. And he's checking his best friend for Denisha that he has for how many years. And you see, PR stepped out. She said, that's it. I'm over. By college friend and she gone. She's over that nonsense. You know what I mean? Let's see what Terence is saying here. Terence says, I think Denisha is going to help him see how to treat Amber. How to treat Amber? How to make him see how he treats Amber? She's one, Terence. Denisha is looking out for her and her son. Don't you see she take up residence in another woman's home? One thing I can say, this is my opinion. Good morning, Diane. Welcome in. Welcome in, Michael. Good morning. Good morning. What I am saying is this: Amber should have gone home. Yes, we know that she's cheating and all of that. Anthony's cheating. Amber should go home every night and sleep in her bed. If Amber was in her bed, Denisha could not have get into the house. I'm telling you, Amber does a lot of things that she's not supposed to be doing at the end of the day. So don't come for me. I'm just reading it as it is. If Amber do her stuff out there with Dave, the lawyer tell Amber, come in at a reasonable time. Is Amber listening? No. Did Anthony tell his lawyer that he has his girlfriend into the marital home? He did not. And by the way, guys, we're going to deviate a little. Danielle left her husband. Do you think, let me just pull it, do you think, welcome in Lily, do you think Ben that can stand Amber going to call Amber and ask her where is his wife? Yes, so let's pull that. All right, so we're going to pull that. Do you believe Ben will be contacting Amber about his wife? Do you believe Ben will be contacting Amber about the whereabouts, about his wife whereabouts? Okay, so we have that put aside for you guys to poll on that. Hope that makes sense for you guys. Okay, and now JDK, welcome in JDK. JDK say good morning, Sharon and chat. Good morning, beautiful. And EP says Denisha knows Shayla. See straight through her. Wait till she meet Angelina. And we can't wait. A lot of us can't wait for that meeting to happen. But at the end of the day, do you believe Shayla will become Mrs. Dalton because her mother have that up in her head? Do you believe Shayla will become Mrs. Dalton? I am just putting this in the chat too because I have a poll going. So please put the comment in the chat there, guys. All right. And then Nancy saying, good morning, everybody. And then Tina says, guys, please listen. We have 63 watching. Please hit the like button. Tina says, please like, share, and subscribe to Sharon _Rico Review. Oh, this is Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. And then Terence says, she really likes him, like Dave really likes Amber, but both will be hurt. Definitely, Terence. They both will be hurt. Amber is going to hurt Dave. Anthony is going to hurt Denisha. What if when Anthony have either a heart attack or a panic attack again, will Denisha be able to help him? No. Because when Amber find out, Amber have all rights because who are they going to call Amber? There won't be, Denisha won't have any access to Anthony then. And you know, something you remember when Anthony, when Shayla went to the house to go look for Anthony, what did Anthony say? I love my wife. Do you think they're going to do a role reversal and say Amber is going to be at that time when Anthony loses everything? Do you think Amber is the one going to save her husband and tell Denisha, I love my husband, you got to go? Or will it be Anthony to say he loves his wife again? Let's see. Will it? So I think she's going to isolate. And do you believe Anthony is as green as they're saying? Or is he playing games? So we are going to poll this. Do you believe Anthony as green as they are saying? Okay, maybe I'll put the other one in the chat. So I'm putting that for you to poll, and I'll put this in the comment. Do you believe Anthony is playing games with Denisha? Or he bite off more than he can chew? When I say her name, the system doesn't. When I say Denisha name, it doesn't really take it. Okay, let me see. Do you believe Anthony is playing games with Denisha? Or you bite off more? Okay, let me just take off that second part because that's a 2-question thing. So we just do the one for now, and then the bite off one, I will pull that part. All right. So I'm using the phone and that too. All right. So now, let's see what you guys are saying. Did I send the link to Charmaine? I'm just double checking something, guys. Okay. All right. So that is done. I send it again just in case. And then Belinda said, trouble. Yeah, definitely trouble. The lawyer time now. Sanita is saying, good morning, Sharon. And let's see. Sanita says, Denisha mother is the same. Yes. So we get another mother that's inveigling the daughter to be with a married man. Yep. The same as Angelina. Yes. And Margaret says, I guess she will be telling him to correct Amber. Yes. Yes. She will be doing that next. Definitely. Definitely. Please support by pushing the like button. Thanks. Thank you, Tina. And this back and forth disrespect lawyer time now. Definitely, Tina. And Margaret says, if you have to tell someone to make people respect you, does that person really respect you? Definitely not, Margaret. Well said. Well said. And then Sanita says, this girl needs to know her place. Definitely, she needs to know her place, but Anthony's giving her the power. Remember, he gave Shayla that power. So Shayla does not respect Amber. You understand? And now Anthony has to go check Shayla.
That does not respect her.
And that's gonna be a big mistake. Good morning, dear Charmaine.
Good
Charmaine is
morning,
in
good
the
morning,
house.
good morning, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was not going to come on, but after that skit, I had to come on. I
Mm-hmm.
had to come on because trust me, it starts. And
Mm-hmm.
I tell you yesterday that what Denisha is doing is isolating Anthony.
You're correct.
All Denisha is doing right now is isolating Anthony
Mm-hmm.
because she sees that if she all the people in Anthony head
Isolating.
yes, she's isolating Anthony because all she's trying to do is to get away everybody from around him because
Mm-hmm. He's very smart.
once everybody is gone from around him, she's going to be able to control him.
Mm-hmm.
When police boxing somebody in
Mm-hmm.
and they said that the traffic that is there, they get rid of the traffic that is on that road, that
Mm-hmm.
nobody is collateral damage.
Mm-hmm.
That is what Denisha is doing because once she have Anthony where she thinks she want him,
Mm-hmm.
she is going to make her move. She's
Mm-hmm.
just right now. She's telling Anthony that I did not hear Shayla calling saying that about her. I didn't hear it. If she did, maybe it slipped me. I
She
know.
did.
All
She
Shayla
did
did
in
was
front
say,
of her.
huh?
She did.
She did when she said she was a prostitute.
Yeah, she did that when she was there cooking. No, when not when she was cooking, when Shayla was talking to Anthony in the house, and I said,
Denisha
you
was
don't
not
know this
there.
girl.
No,
I
Denisha
can't go
was
back
not
and watch
there.
it. You guys have to go
No,
back
no,
and watch
no.
it for me.
Denisha was not there when Shayla was talking to Anthony and said that Anthony stepped down. And she is a Magic City, whatever, Magic City
Right.
waitress. She was not there. She had gone. Anthony and Shayla were the only two people, and that's when Shayla tell Anthony that she ordered what you call it? She ordered DoorDash. So she was going to wait. Denisha was not there. Anthony took a phone call and went outside to talk. When Denisha came back, Denisha said, what is she still doing here? Or whatever, whatever. But when Shayla was talking to Anthony, and she did not say call her a prostitute. So it must be when they were talking before she left to go to the store. Shayla was by herself with Anthony the time.
Well, Shayla did call her that. I wish I could play it back, but I can't.
And
So
as I'm
somebody
saying,
has to watch it and tell us,
but
please.
it was not in that time. It might be when they were
Mm.
yelling and Anthony was over Anthony's head. But what Anthony said I did not hear. But the food was tasting so good, so maybe. But I don't think it was while she was they were I think it maybe when they were yelling back and front with each other. But I'm telling you, Ben is going to be another karma for Anthony. I can see Ben
Mm-hmm.
turning on Anthony because you know what's
Mm-hmm.
going to happen? When Ben wife is gone.
Yes, she's
Ben
gone.
wife is gone.
Yeah, she's
And
gone.
Ben is going to say, Anthony, it's because of Anthony. He told Anthony whatever he told Anthony, and he's going to realize that Anthony is not the friend he thought Anthony is. Because
Mm.
Anthony is doing the same thing that Amber is doing and did not tell him. And Darren is going to remind him, remember, I
Hold
told
on.
you.
Hold on there, Charmaine. Marianne West says it wasn't outright a prostitute. She didn't use that word. Okay, thank you, Marianne.
I know she
What
said
did
she
she
is,
call her?
she
That
said
she
she
was
is
at
a
Magic City, right?
she's a
Right, Marianne?
Magic City
Yeah.
waitress, but Denisha was not
Good
there.
morning, Tina Stoker.
When she said it, Denisha was not there. She was sitting around the counter with Anthony. Denisha had gone shopping.
Yeah.
Denisha was not there. And Anthony did not hear because Anthony said, I did not hear. And she said, yes, you didn't check her.
Let me
And
check my phone. I'm gonna check my phone. I put my earpod in and I'll listen to that because I want us to speak on what it is. All right. Charmaine?
yes. So
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
this is my opinion, and this is how I would want to see it go because Ben is going to when Ben can't find Daniel and get in touch with all of Daniel people and can't find her, Ben is going to want to maybe contact Amber because she think Amber and Daniel might be in touch. So I think he's going to want to contact Amber to find out if she hear from Daniel, and maybe that's when Amber is going to tell him about his friend Anthony. She walking in the house and seeing Anthony with somebody in the bed, and that's when Ben is going to realize that Anthony is no better than Amber, and Anthony is not a friend, and he's going to tell Darren, and Darren is going to tell him, "I told you he was not a good friend." And maybe Ben is going to be so outraged that he's going to tell Amber where all the money is, because that is how he's going to hurt Anthony. Hurt people, hurt people. And he might think that's the best thing he can do, help Amber to get all the money from Anthony. Denisha is going to show her true self because she told her mother, and she keep telling Anthony, I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change. And I keep saying, I don't know, can somebody in the chat tell me when she was talking to her mom, the end of what she said? She said something about jail. Did she say that she don't want to go back to jail, or she don't want to go to jail, or she knows she have been to jail? I want to know exactly what she said about jail. But I'm telling you, Denisha is not who we all know Denisha is not who she's playing it up to
Exactly.
be right now. She's
Because
not.
of what she did with Momo and
Exactly. And
Ralphie.
what she did when she was with Karas, and how she was dealing with Karas. We know she's not who Anthony thinks she is. But you know, when Angelina come at her, and what I think is going to happen, when Angelina come at her, she's going to revert to her old self. And that's when Anthony's going to realize that I made a mistake. But you know what's going to happen? It's going to be too late for him. Because by then she got her claws into him, and she's going to keep reminding him, you told my mom, you promised my mom that you were going to protect me. You promised my mom that you were going to take care of me and Kai. That is how she's going to use gaslight Anthony, because anytime people gaslight Anthony, he caves. And she's going to be gaslighting the hell out of Anthony with that promise that he makes to her mom. And the only way they're going to get rid of Denisha after a while is if Anthony end up in the hospital and Amber has to take charge. Because if Anthony ends up in the hospital and Amber has to take charge, Amber will kick her out of the house. She will be able to kick her out of the house because Anthony will not be there to protect her. You remember that dream that Shayla had when she was packing up Amber clothes?
Yeah.
Maybe Amber and Shayla will be the one to go there, pack up her clothes and kick it out.
Or maybe Denisha will be the one who threw Amber's clothes.
I don't think so. I tell you, if Anthony is incapacitated, she can't do nothing because she's not the wife. She has no claims to anything because she is not the wife. Lawfully, Amber will be able to kick her out of the house because Anthony is not there. So I'm going to see if Anthony is going to his lawyer's office, because somebody is saying right now, Passion is saying yesterday Anthony said the divorce was going to happen. He should be at his lawyer office. Anthony's not going nowhere because Anthony does not want this divorce. If Anthony wanted the divorce, he would be at his lawyer office weeks ago.
Exactly. It would be at his lawyer
Weeks
office.
ago. Weeks ago. He's just talking. She was a call girl, and that's just like a prostitute.
Welcome in Lisa Gamble. Lisa says
And
she
I'm
was
telling
called a
you,
girl auntie. That's just like a prostitute. Okay. That's what Lisa said. Shayla called her. Girl, call girl. That's what Shayla called her, a call girl. Thank you for that, Lisa.
that is the thing. She thinks Anthony can check Shayla. She thinks Anthony can check Shayla. Mouth to the south, Shayla. Shayla would check the hell out of Anthony and tell him to get out of her house. Because that girl thinks maybe Shayla can't fight her, but trust me, Anthony can't manage Shayla. And I want when he goes, I think 10:30 skit is going to be interesting because I think he's going to go to Shayla to try check her, and Angelina might be over there. Angelina might be over there. And they're going to tag team Anthony. Trust me. You hear Angelina said, He's going to lobotomize Anthony without even touching
Yes.
him. He's not going to have any peace. They're going to make sure that Anthony does not have any peace. So go check Shayla, please. I
Mm.
beg you. I dare you, Anthony. I dare you. I
Yes, he
double
needs
dare
to
you.
go.
I double dare you to go check Shayla. The other day,
Definitely.
the other day when he was over there and Shayla put him out, I double dare you, Anthony. Go check Shayla.
He definitely need, we want him to go check her up. Angelina is there too, because that is gonna be something. And you know, Angelina will be checking Anthony. Will bottomize him.
If he changed the lock on the door, Amber can get it changed because Amber, what that face represent? What does that face telling? What is that face telling you in the chat? What is that face telling you? That he think he bite off more than what he can chew.
What is that face telling you?
What is that face telling you? Is that Anthony face telling you that he thinks he bite off more because he know he can't check Shayla? He's just saying that to appease her, but he knows he can't check Shayla because it's if he goes to check Shayla, and you know what happened, he has to go choose now between Denisha and his son. That's what it's going to boil down to because he knows Shayla will bar him from seeing Kai.
Okay, so he bite off more than he can
He can
choose.
chew. Of course, he bite off more than he can chew. Like you take a big bite out of something and your mouth too full to chew it, so you might have to spit
Mm,
out some. So you might have to be spitting
true.
out some.
He bite off more than he can
Yep.
chew.
He bite off more than he can chew.
So how do I spell that chew now? CHOW?
No. CHE double chew.
Oh yeah, CHEW. Oh yes, true. All right, there you go, guys. I'll take this out of my ears because my ear both at you talking and that talking. All right.
Yeah, he bite off more than he can chew.
Yes.
And he's going to realize that what the hell did I get myself into? Because Amber's coming at one side,
The
Shayla will be
chat
coming
is
at the
saying
other
yes, he
side.
bit off more than he can chew.
Yeah,
Let me
and
just
Amber will be coming at one side and Shayla will be coming at the next side. So what did I get myself into? Because he's not going to have any peace. Because Shayla is
mm,
not going to stop and Amber is not going to stop. So everybody is going to be coming. And he can't be checking. And he can't check Amber. He think he can check Amber and he think he can check Shayla. Look at Amber check him yesterday. Because Amber know how to check him, to call him a little man.
mm,
Okay. So she thinks she's going to be able to. Piari was the only one he successfully checked.
yeah.
And Piari left. Piari did not
Mm,
argue with him. Piari just leave. Because Piari said, you know what, it's not worth it.
you're right. She's
Not
right. It's not
worth
worth
it.
it. It definitely not
It's
worth it.
not worth it because she
Yeah.
knows Anthony. And she knows Anthony is making a huge mistake.
Yeah, I use mistake.
Of course.
Yeah.
So Piari left. Piari make sure that she left because Anthony's making a huge mistake.
Okay, let me read some comments here. So Sanita says the girl don't see that he don't want her because if she has to tell him to check people, there is nothing there. Exactly. And then Nancy says he's not going to check Shayla.
Check
All
Sheila.
right.
Hell
And see,
no.
and then let's see. Let me just scroll down some more, guys. Let's see what Treasy is saying. Tree says and seems to respect Denisha more than Amber. And Shayla, LOL, she's getting him together. Yes, Treasy, you're onto something there. Denisha definitely is getting people. She's making sure you check everybody.
Yeah, because
All
she's
right.
isolating him. The only thing Denisha is doing that Anthony does not realize
He's
is
isolating
that
him.
she's isolating him.
Okay, let me just poll that. Hold on, before I poll that. I believe Denisha is crazy woman from Arizona that Melissa was talking about.
No,
It's
I
a
don't think
possibility.
so.
I'm not going to throw that off. I like
I
that
don't.
take. That would be a really good, really good. You know what? You know something, Sharon? Remember I was saying maybe Denisha is actually Dave's ex with the and then that son is for Dave. Okay, let's see if
It's
we're
a
right on that.
possibility, and this is
Anything
my
is possible
wait.
in SkitLanta for
Yeah,
sure.
wait. This is my take on that possibility because a lot of
Mm,
other content creators saying it. The possibility is that because you remember, all right. She said she has not seen Dave for 10 years. Remember,
yeah.
because when the child was three, that Christmas. Remember,
Mm,
Melissa told Amber that Dave started building this business 10 years ago because he
yeah.
built it from nothing 10
Yeah.
years ago. So the
Yeah.
10 years would be, we'll call it a coincidence. But she
Yeah.
said
It's
10
a
years,
coincidence.
and
Yes.
yes, the 10 years. The possibility is that
Yes, the
she
possibility
was
is
the
there.
aggressor. The possibility is that she
Yeah.
was the aggressor. I don't think the child father was the aggressor because she keeps, you can see she keeps doing this and she keeps saying she
Yeah.
wants to
With
hold
her
back
hand.
and she
Yeah.
wants to be changed. And you can see that she has that rage inside of
Yes.
her
And she's trying
that
to
is
calm
trying,
herself
and she's
down.
trying to, yes. So
I
I
think that's
think
why she hit herself in the hand, Charmaine, to calm
exactly to
herself.
calm
That is
herself
a
down.
coping
So
mechanism.
yes, I think that is how she cope. And for some
Yeah.
reason, I think this girl has gone to jail already. I think this girl has gone to jail already. My only thing is,
Mm.
she was the aggressor, and the last time the guy came around her, he could not deal with it anymore. So he left, and he did not look back.
Exactly.
He did not look back. So maybe she does not even know where he is, or she might know where he is, but the guy does not want to have anything at all to do with her.
So, but like Melissa is not a buffer anymore. If Denisha is happen to be Dave X, then we will see that in the coming weeks. If she is, this is our take. That's my opinion. I'm not writing the skit. We're just reviewing it for what we're seeing.
Entertainment
And
purposes.
Lily says, Sharon, I believe that Denisha is Dave X and he is her son Florida. All right. So I guess a few of us is on the same wavelength. I didn't even know another content creator is saying what we're saying on here.
Yeah, other content
I
creators
didn't know that
saying,
because
they're
remember I told
saying,
you guys says remember me telling you says the nugget is it's either Denisha is Dave X or Michelle. Remember I told you guys?
yeah, other
All
content
right.
creators are
So let's
saying
see.
that.
Oh, the writer, right? Let's see if we get this one correct also, right?
But what
When the
I'm
time
thinking,
comes.
and I'm thinking, with Denisha behavior does not align with somebody abusing her.
No,
Her behavior does not align with
with
somebody
somebody
abusing
abusing
her.
her. No, it looked like she had the abuser.
Exactly. The way she is behaving, and her what the warning from her mom, keep it classy and keep it cute. And she said to her mom that you know me and I don't want to. I don't know if she said go to jail or whatever. But I don't think the other person was the aggressor. I think she was the aggressor.
Yeah. All right. So let's poll this. Do you believe Denisha is isolating Anthony from everyone? Or will be? Then we should do that.
She is doing it right now. She start doing
Yeah.
it.
Do you believe Denisha is isolating Anthony from area? She's trying to. So
Of
that
course,
would be
she's doing
Shayla
it.
next.
Of course, because she has to get everybody away from
Yeah.
Anthony.
So I
She
call
knows
that.
that Amber. She's thinking that Amber and just want her divorce and whatever. And Amber and Anthony is always at odds. And Amber have a new man, so she don't think Amber is a threat right now.
Mm,
She don't think Amber can whisper anything to Anthony, but
okay.
Shayla can because Shayla is the
Mm-hmm.
baby mama. And Piari could, and she got rid of Piari because Piari is not going to go back there. As long as Denisha is in the picture, PR is not going to go back there. So she
Okay,
and
let's
right now Tamira, I don't think Tamira, when Tamira comes back, I don't see, maybe Tamira doesn't want to have anything to do with. I don't know.
Shayla. Okay, guys. Remember yesterday we deviated from that from Anthony and Denisha for a little bit. Remember yesterday this skit that we look at yesterday, this skit that they dropped with Angelina going into Shayla's house. She couldn't get into the house. Why? The lock was changed. Shayla says she think
The
Iman
code,
change it.
the
Do
code
you
was
think
changed.
when Tamara comes back, will she be able to get into the house, or Shayla will be? Do you guys believe Shayla will be putting Tamara out? Let me put that in the chat. Let me poll it. I think that's a good thing to poll. Yeah. Do you believe when Tamara comes back, Shayla will be putting her out? Mm-hmm.
Well, she said she's looking at an apartment because she realized that she have to leave. So she said she's looking for an apartment right now. She's in the process of looking for an apartment. So I think she knows that she has to actually leave.
What? No. No, no, we don't hear. Please get one.
Okay,
Sharon,
so
there's a
I'm
noise in the
pacing.
background. There's a noise in the background, Sharon.
Okay, oh, my garage is getting open. Hold on.
I don't know, for some reason, I am thinking that this girl is trying to isolate this man from everybody that is close to him because she realized that he's green. And if she can get people from around him that might influence him, she can have him to herself. And I think that's exactly what she's trying to do. And Anthony is slightly realizing that the stuff that she's asking, because she did it with PR yesterday, and now she's doing it with Shayla. So I think he's slightly realizing that something is not kosher with this, with whatever is happening.
Some comment. Hi, Helen. Welcome to Sharon Review. We're happy to have you here with us. And Ellen says, both Amber and Anthony don't need a spouse now. They both need God.
Exactly.
They, yes,
Exactly.
exactly. That is correct right
And I
there.
think they're going to go. I think the going back to God is loading. I think going back to
Loading.
God is loading. I think that is
Definitely.
loading like tomorrow morning. That is loading.
Yeah, and then they both need to heal and see God first, definitely. I can't remember when last I saw anyone at the two prayed over anything. Exactly. They start fighting, they forget all about God. They drop the ball, Ellen. They
Listen,
both drop
I
the ball,
think
Ellen.
you see that play that Amber referred that her dad did, and she
Yeah,
referred it in one of her live, and she said she and Anthony, it's me again, God.
yeah.
She did say she and Anthony, it's me
Hmm.
again, God. So I think that
Margaret
moment is
says,
coming up.
yeah, definitely, Charmaine. Thank you for that. And then Margaret says, no, he contact Ant because he violated his wife's privacy for Ant to move on with someone else's so quick. So she's saying that he will, Nancy said he will call Melissa and her mom to see where she's at. And Nancy, I think Margaret answer to Nancy's question says, no, he will be contacting Anthony. All
No,
right.
but he does not know where Melody. The thing is, no, he's not going to contact Anthony regarding Daniel. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Okay.
that he's going to be contacting Melissa parents, not Melissa, Daniel parents first. Ben is going to contact Daniel parents first because he wants to know where she is. Daniel told him, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going far, far, far away from here. And based on what Daniel is saying, Daniel, it does not look like Daniel will be coming back. because he started to talk about my dream. Daniel said, I'm going to find somebody who will be able to support my dream. Why would she say that? He said, your dream is to have a child, and we are getting old. I can do that. Do you think you're going to find somebody who will be able to give you a child? And Daniel said, yes, that is God's plan or whatever. And then she just went in the car and leave. So I think he's going to start with her parents, and he's
Yeah.
going to try calling Melissa, who is not going
Mm-hmm.
to be answering, and then maybe call Michelle, because those are the closest people to Daniel. And when all of that fail, he might say, I wonder if Amber knows, because he knows that Amber and Daniel had a good relationship at one point. And when he called Amber, watch, and that is my opinion, and that is how I'd like to see the writers go, where the writers
Yeah.
go. Then Amber will tell him about Anthony and taking this girl up into their house, in their room, and all of that. And then he's going to
Yeah.
realize that Anthony is not the friend that he thought he was.
Exactly. All
And if
right.
he
Thank you,
call
dear.
Anthony to check Anthony, Anthony is going to tell him that he has to live it, because everybody is saying I'm grown. In every, oh my God, everybody in these skits, the only thing they talk about, I'm grown. Everybody, I'm grown, I'm grown, I'm grown. So trust me.
Yeah. Okay. There is a comment here. So Dion says, Sharon, do you think Ernestine and Ben are going to end up together? Yeah, I think so.
I
I
don't think so.
saw. I think so. They will. They tease us with it. I think they will. Dion. I think they will. And then the oh Jesus. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. D D dear Roger says, I can't see Dave dealing with them kind of young woman.
When
They're
Anthony
more of
checks Shayla,
Wayne
listen,
styles.
and new
Wayne
skit,
has money,
new
but
skit,
he's not picky. I'm reading
new
a comment,
skit,
Charm.
new skit.
Yeah, all right. Look at the skit and let me know where I can play. I'll pull up the new skit shortly. Thank you for that, Charmaine. And then Lily says, I think so, Charmaine. They both will be in a face of God. The humbling will come. It must come. In seeking God, change will come to the Daltons are. Definitely, Lily. Well said, dear Lily. Well said. And Dolly says, Danielle so frustrated with Ben enough to leave her own house that she got by herself. Exactly, Dolly. It is too much. And then Stanita says, Ben have a thing for Ernestine from the first time they met. Yes, I noticed that too. So we are calling it, yes, they're going to cross the line eventually. And then Eros says, you guys should just forget it about signing the papers. The Daltons are not getting a divorce. All right, so let me pull up the new. Guys agree. This is unbelievable. So I guess she's going to whine again about Amber next. She's going to get him check Amber next. So I guess the next is gonna be Amber. Oh my goodness. Why don't you tell Anthony to sign the paper? All right. Let's see now. So now God has a plan is going to be activated because it's activated right now, but the things that it's not activated. All that you see is they have to go through. As I told you guys from the beginning of this thing here, when this thing started, that when Amber cheated, it has to happen like that. When Anthony starts seeing Denanisha, didn't I call it first? Says Anthony's gonna cheat, and it has to go that way. So they are on the same level. For them to get over this thing, and for them to have redemption and restitution and the power of forgiveness, Anthony has to do the same as Amber. So not only once time in cheating, I marginal, this man cheated twice. And then the disrespect starts again when he bring this little person into his wife marital home, into her marital bed, into that bedroom that she renovated and he paid for her. So this is just something else. So God has a plan. We have to trust the process, and we are watching, guys. I know you guys who can watch it. Please go on the Kountry Wayne website, watch the show. We can come back over here. We can educate each other what not to do in real life. The skit is teaching us not The teaching moment in this skit is do not do what the Daltons are doing. That's all. You don't do it. You don't cheat. You don't bring nobody in the marital home. You don't do that while you're going through a divorce, or even if you're not divorcing each other. Period. So Charmaine, she checked. He called. Look
He
at her
called, but
face.
he couldn't. He didn't check her. You know, he did not check her. He's just making noise because Shayla is going to be Shayla. Look how quick he cut the phone off because Shayla was going to call her out her name again. And he make sure he hung up the phone. Because you listen to the end of it when Shayla said,
Yes,
you know,
goddess.
I don't care or whatever. And he said, we're going to have a big problem. And she said, I guess we're going to have that big problem. And he hurry up and come off the phone. And she's there rocking back and forth like she's a freaking idiot. Because she thinks that Shayla is not the person for Anthony to check. We know that. Shayla is
Well,
not that person.
Denisha doesn't know that, but Anthony knows that. But
Of course,
Denisha
and that's
does
why
not
he
know
came
that.
off the phone so quick. You notice how he came off the phone quick.
No, I didn't
He,
watch it. You know, me can't play it
he
that long,
hung up
so
the
I didn't
phone.
get
He
to
hung up
play.
the phone. Anthony will be
Mm.
apologizing to Shayla when Angelina is done with him and Denisha. Trust me, he did not check no
Mm-hmm.
Shayla. He tried to. And she was looking like, okay, I see what's happening. Because he did not check her. Only tell her, oh, we are going to have a big problem. He said, the only way you're going to call me is your.
All right, so we're reviewing the Kountry Wayne skit, right, guys? So now let's see what we are doing. So Hope says, Shayla is the spot calling the Keka block when Denisha and Shayla are in the same lane. Exactly. Oh, I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. But you know what? Oh, Anthony make a big mistake. A big mistake. Don't worry. Angelina gonna bottomize him. So whatever word you want to use there, she's going to get the upper hand on Anthony. Let's see. All right. Do you think Anthony is green as everybody say? Let me see what you guys voted in that. That's what made it for. Or she just isolating him. I'm trying to end that. Okay. So is Anthony as green? Did I poll that question before chat? All right, we'll just put it back in the chat because I can't remember. Did I poll that? Yes, yes, I polled it. All right. So he's as green. All right, I got that. So, oh, here's Charmaine. Charmaine is back.
All right, we just put it back
All
in the
right,
chat because I
Charmaine.
can't remember. Did I poll that? Yes, yes. Listen,
You're
listen.
piggybacking.
Anthony did not really check Shayla. He's just trying to please Denisha. Did you see
Yes,
Denisha face when he realized that, and that was not a real check because Anthony Shayla tell him I'll call her. I don't have to respect her. Why do you think I have to respect her? I'll call her whatever I want to call her. And he said, we are going to have a big problem. And Shayla said, okay, I guess we'll have that big problem.
exactly.
Because
Because the them can't do it with
Denisha
Shayla.
realized that Shayla is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
That face that Denisha was making, you know, that girl is smart. Anthony was holding her hand and saying, we can do whatever, whatever. And he said, let go of my hand unless are you going to pay me? And he said, pay you for what? And he said, well, I'm a prostitute.
What?
That's how the video starts. Well, I'm a
Oh, I
prostitute.
didn't
And
start at the beginning. I didn't
that
start
is
at the
why he
beginning
called
because
Shayla.
I
That
didn't
is why
know
he
if.
called Shayla to check Shayla. It was after she said it because she was holding on to his hand and she pulled away his hand and said, no, no, no. And he said, and she said, well, unless you're going to pay me. And he said, pay you, why? Pay you for what? Why? And he said, yeah, because I'm a prostitute. And that is why he called Shayla.
My
Because that girl
goodness.
is, I tell you,
That
that girl
girl
is
is
so
smart. All
smart.
I know that
Anthony
girl
is
is
so
smart.
green. That girl is smart.
So
Because he
Anthony's
wants,
really green,
yes,
guys. You're got chat. You guys are absolutely right. Anthony's actually green.
very green.
That's how much you want that woman so badly
Of
that him
course.
can't see what's
Shayla said, you
happening.
meet this trick. Shayla said, you meet this trick of 2 weeks now and she's your woman.
I know. My goodness. Shayla is
And
the
I
pot in
keep
the kettle
telling
black.
people, I keep saying that
Denisha
she
is
is
the
trying to
queen because
isolate
she
him and
knows.
nobody listening. Everybody think I'm crazy. That Denisha is trying to isolate him. She did it with Piari. She realized that Amber is not in the picture the way we might want to think because Amber is taking herself out of it. So she's not going to have a problem with Amber. But she have a problem with the baby mama because the baby mama was sitting up in there ordering DoorDash and all that, sitting up in the
I want
house.
Amber to come back into our house. I want Amber back in that house. So
So
I can flip the two
so
of them in the
that
house.
is why she's going after Shayla because she realized that Shayla is a big part of Anthony's life. Regardless,
Mm-hmm.
she has a kid for Anthony, and Shayla is always going to be a part of Anthony's life. So she is trying to put a wedge. That's what she's trying to do, to put a wedge between Shayla and Anthony. She is putting a wedge between both of them.
Yeah.
So she have and she can do whatever she wants with Anthony because there's a wedge. But she don't know that Shayla have a crazy mama.
So
Shayla
he
have a
has to,
crazy
God
mama,
says
and
he has
Shayla
to
is going to
pray
call
for
her
it.
mother and tell her, guess me what? Anthony just called me checking me about Denisha. Trust me, that's not going to
Yeah,
end well
that's
for
gonna
any
be
one of
pen
them.
either in call. Yes, she's gonna call Angelina next. All right, so let me read some comments here. So Denisha do have a plan because she knows Anthony is rich, lonely, and weak, like water. She's going to isolate Anthony from his family and friends. Exactly. We called it, we all called it. So Anthony has never protected or checked nobody for Amber. No, Nancy, he has never has. And Passion says, yes, Denisha has some of the same complaints about Ben Amber and about Anthony. There is a message about being open and honest after an affair and breaking all ties with that person. I like that, Charmaine. What do you think about this comment? Never me lost, Charmaine.
Well,
I
no,
like
I'm
this.
still here. I'm just saying. It says Danielle has some of the same, yes, the same complaints that Ben doesn't have her back and Ben does not
Yes.
support her in what she wants to do and
Mm-hmm.
all that. But I think Ben is going to become Anthony
Worst
enemy.
nightmare.
Yes. And you know what the problem is? Ben know where the money is.
Exactly.
Ben knows where the money
The
is.
money is.
Anthony does not want to cross Ben because Ben knows where most all of his money is. Ben and Darren knows where the money is. And I think if Ben want to get back at him, because if Ben is losing Daniel, this is what is going to happen. Anthony lose Amber already. That's going to be in Ben's mind.
Yeah.
And he's moving on with somebody else, and
And he's moving sloppy.
he's over here miserable with nobody. His wife is
Mm-hmm.
gone, and he's going to say it's Anthony's fault because he thought Anthony was a friend, and that's why he told Anthony about Dave and Amber, because he thought he was a friend. But now Anthony has moved on doing the same thing that Amber is doing with somebody else, and he's all alone. The only way it's going to hurt him is with his money, because he know that Anthony valued that above everything else, his money. So I see where Ben might be telling Amber where Anthony's hiding his money. The monies that Amber does not know about. I see that. This is my opinion, but I can see that they might show Ben becoming Amber's friend or Amber's ally to get back at Anthony. Because Denisha,
Mm.
even if
That
Ben
would be a good
goes
twist.
exactly, even if Ben goes to Anthony's house or whatever, and Denisha realizes that this is somebody important in Anthony's life, she's going to drive a wedge in that as well. She's going to
Definitely.
drive a wedge in that because Denisha does not want anybody to be around Anthony because she realized that Anthony is green and
Mm-hmm.
she have a prize when it comes to money. But let Anthony lose that money and see where Denisha is. All that money is gone and see where Denisha is. Denisha will be gone as well. Anthony loses money today, Denisha is gone today. She's pack her bag by the end of the evening because that's what she's there for. And you know what Wayne is going to ask Anthony? I just see Wayne asking Anthony.
Did the
So
lobster
Anthony,
worth it?
was the lobster worth it?
Was the lobster worth it, guys?
I
Please put a
I
thumbs
can
up in the
see,
chat.
I can
Was
see
the
as clear
lobster
as
worth it?
day. Wayne is
Please put
asking
thumbs up in
Anthony
the
if
chat
the
if the
lobster
lobster
was
was
worth
worth
it.
it for Anthony. I'll put the thumbs down.
You go
Was
listen.
the lobster worth it?
I went on Facebook, and people on Facebook they're actually on Angelina's side, and I'm like, really? People said, Angelina, come, we need you to go to the mansion. We're supporting you. You need to step to the mansion.
When you see people have to agree with
And I'm saying,
Angelina, you know say it's pretty
Rooster, they
bad.
said, Rooster, we need you to step to the mansion. We on your side, Rooster, we on your side. And I'm like, oh my God, I did not see the day when people would be supporting the Rooster.
Was the
But
lobster
right
worth it?
now,
Okay, put some lobster in the chat then. Was the lobster worth it, guys? Let me just fold that too. Was the lobster worth it?
Anthony only kick Anthony. Anthony only all Anthony is doing. Anthony is checking Shayla in front of Denanisha because he know if he go to Shayla house. He knows if he goes to Shayla house. Number one, he's not going to
Please
get
hit the like
Kai.
button, guys. We have 82 watching, 47 likes. Come on,
If
guys.
he goes to
Double
Shayla
check to
house,
see
he's
if you
not
hit the
going to
like
get
button.
Kai. He knows he's not going to get Kai to go to his house when Denanisha is there. And Shayla is going to tell him, you are crazy. My son is not going over there with your trick girl. Watch. He is not going to get Kai. And that is where everything is going to be happening because he's going to say Denanisha is isolating him from his son as well.
Yeah. But will he even care because he has her son?
And Anthony, didn't Amber call her a hoe and a trick? Because
Yeah.
Anthony, yes, and Denanisha was in the house and said, go back in there to
She's
your
going
room.
to let him check Amber next. Watch and see.
If they can, you know that, come on. Yesterday he went to the back and was trying to check Amber and what Amber did. Amber always shut him down. Amber always shut Anthony down. Denanisha knows that Denanisha know. You see why he's not going to let Amber check. Why he's not going to bother with Amber because she think Amber is on her way out. She don't think Amber has any influence. Denanisha is not going to let him check Amber because guess me what? She don't think Amber has any influence on Anthony. The people who have influence in Anthony's life, those are the people she's trying to isolate. Not Amber, who she think is on her way out. Amber, to her, Amber don't count. Amber don't matter because Amber is on her way out. People like Piari, people like Shayla, those are the people that have influence on Anthony's life. People like Dalen. If Wayne was stepping to her like everybody else, she would try to put a wedge between Wayne and Anthony as well.
Yeah. Well, under Sham. So thank you, Sham. So Goddess says he has to pay for it now. So she wants him to pay for it, Charmaine.
Yes, him say
And
she have to pay.
I guess some of the commenters are going to praise him. That's what Yolanda says. And Sabrina says, Charmaine, I believe so. And Marian says, remember, Amber said he would have to pay for it. Yes, that's exactly what she said.
Exactly. She told him that the only
Yeah,
people you are going
this
to get, you
Anthony
have to
now
go
in
pay for
front
it.
of
Yes,
a
and he's
side
going to
dish.
pay for it.
That Sanita says, Anthony's now in front of the side dish. Oh, Lord, you guys are cracking me up. So you just put the clones, put the clone in the chat, please, guys. And then Marvis says, Shayla will team up with Amber for Anthony. Yes, that's exactly what's going to
Remember,
happen.
Ben told him that. Say Shayla might team up if he's not
Yes,
afraid that Shayla will team up with Amber.
Sabrina says, Amber needs to boss up. She's letting Dave get in the way. Yes, Sabrina, that's exactly what Amber doing.
Somebody's
Yes, they need to go back to the Bible.
Lily Cooper's asking, Charmaine, could Denanisha be that wrath of God that Coco spoke about? Denanisha's purpose is to push Anthony back to God.
Yes.
Because Anthony is going to need God when Denanisha is done with him.
Exactly.
Anthony is going to need Anthony. Denanisha is going to both push Anthony back to God and back to his wife. Because you know what is going to happen when everything is and Anthony start to get stressed out, he's going to end up in the hospital. I see Anthony ending up in the hospital.
Yeah. Hear what Tina said. Tina is laughing like crazy. She said Denanisha is going to put Anthony through it, and I'm here for it. And she's laughing.
And I tell you that she's going to, and at the end of the day, Anthony is going to look, if you're going to start seeing rubbing his chest, because anyhow he goes to pick up Kai. And Angelina said to him, He's going to start rubbing his chest. And anytime you see him start rubbing his chest, you know what is going to come next.
Yeah.
You know what is going to come next.
Yeah,
That is,
definitely.
and Denanisha is not going to have the key to the kingdom. If
Exactly. She's
anything
not
happened
gonna
to
have the keys to
Anthony,
the
the
kingdom.
only person who have the key to the kingdom is Amber.
Anthony look like he can be Denanisha, Dad.
Everybody
It's
on
your girl
Facebook is
says,
saying it.
Charmaine.
Everybody on Facebook is saying it.
It's Charmaine. It's your girl says, Aunt look like he can be her dad.
And I'm telling you that everybody on Facebook is saying the same thing. That Anthony
Really?
look like Denanisha father.
Oh Lord, look like I have to go on Facebook. I don't even know
And
these
that
things.
is why, when people say her baby father might be older than her,
Yes.
because I
And
think
Dave is
she's
older
into
than her.
older men. I think that's what
Yes.
she is, men with means. And I think that's what she always does. She
Yes.
always want to be with men with means,
With means,
men
yeah.
who are older and have money.
Yeah.
And
That's
maybe
what she
that
does.
is
Oh,
why she is always getting, that's why she didn't want twin brother. She
yeah.
did not want twin brother because she
Because
told
they
Momo
never
that
have
is
no
not
money.
her type. Remember,
Yeah.
she said to Momo that he's not her type. She has a type. She has a type. Karis was older than her as well. Karis was older than her, and she thought Karis has money because remember, Karis was a drug man. So Karis has a few dollars.
Yeah.
So she has a type. She wants to be with men with means, and most of those men with means are older men.
Exactly. Let me read this comment. This is from me and you addressed to you and me. So Sharon, Amber will be back. Charmaine, you do think this part between them will bring out some out that Kai isn't Anthony's son? I believe some.
Yeah, because guess
It
me
will be.
what?
Yes, it's gonna be
Shayla is going
revealed.
to stop Anthony from seeing Kai, and
Yes, and
he's
it's
going
gonna
to
be
tell her
revealed.
you can take her to court
I think
and
so.
get
We're not
visitation.
writing this kid, but we are
Shayla is
hoping
going,
that's not gonna happen.
Shayla is going to stop Anthony from seeing Kai. Shayla is not going to let Kai go to the mansion. Shayla is going to tell Anthony, if you want to see Kai, you have to spend time in this house with Kai.
Exactly, Tina, the boo boo, the fool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody said the lobster was not worth it.
I wonder when Anthony gonna realize that he made the biggest mistake of his life.
Yeah, when he
What do you
can't see
guys
sun the
think?
way, when he cannot see sun the way he wants to.
Okay, you hear that, guys? When he cannot see Kai the way he wants to, then he's gonna tell himself, put himself on child support. Watch a joke and say. All right, that's when it's gonna be revealed because if he put himself on child support, them have to do a DNA test.
No. Putting himself on child support doesn't mean anything because he can. Why? What he will have to do for visitation, he has to put himself to get visitation.
Okay.
It's not the
So I
child
got it
support
wrong
because
there,
he's
right?
still paying
They
her.
have to do visitation.
He's going to want visitation for his son, so he has to go petition the court for visitation because Shayla is going to tell him that you cannot take Kai to your house. Because I don't want whatever. And
that's
that is
exactly
when he's
what's
going
gonna
to
happen for
petition the
that's
court.
exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, petition the court for visitation so that Kai can spend a week with him or a weekend with him or whatever. He has to do that. That's what he will have to do.
Ben
And you
is
know,
not a
Angelina
friend to
have those
Anthony.
judges
He
in his,
used
you know,
Anthony
Angelina
for
have
Wayne
those people in
connection.
her pocket as well. Angelina have those people in her pocket as well.
Exactly. 48 likes, 77 watching. Thank you, Tina. Guys, please double check to see if you hit the like button. If it hasn't clicked, please click it once more. Thank you very much. We do appreciate the support. Well appreciate it. Thank you, guys. And thank you to all who already hit the like button.
Sharon, I'm going to be gone for a little bit.
All right, sounds good. All right, so now Ernestine and Ben, let's see. Definitely, it's your girl. I think Ernestine and Ben will be hooked up. Yeah, they will be for sure. I think that's what we're calling it. Yeah, because the nugget was when I didn't watch when he took her car, and I didn't watch when you remember that watch party? I didn't watch that skit with Ernestine and Ben checking Ernestine, but when I just by the picture, I could tell they're gonna be hooked up. They're gonna hook up soon. I think. All right. So let's see if our assumption is correct. All right. And here is let's see if Anthony break ties with Anthony since that is business partner. Who you mean? Let's see if Anthony break ties with Anthony since this is business partner. Like when you mean Ben. Let's see if Anthony break ties with Ben. All right. I think that's what you meant to say, Marian. Typo. And then Leticia says, as I said, Anthony has no control over Shayla. See how fast he hung up the phone on Shayla? I didn't get to see that, guys, because, you know, the situation. I have to go back and watch that after the live. And then Rhonda said, was the lobster worth it? Was it worth it in slipping and reverse it? You know what I mean? I wish I know. You know what? I have to learn the words of that song, but I love that song. I never know the word of that song, but I love it from Missy. Yes. And then it's your girl. Lara says, where is this girl's son? Maybe he's with her mom or he's at basketball camp. And you guys are telling me that Anthony is a clown. Definitely. He is definitely a clown. And the lobster was not worth this turmoil that he's going to put himself in for real. The lobster and the BBL worth it. Was the lobster and the BBL worth it? Okay. Let me call your question there, Janet. Anthony, was the lobster and the BBL worth it? So we are polling this question, guys, because this is too hilarious. A grown man have a little girl, run him, and him can't even tell that this girl. I have to get that part in. I'm trying to paste it into the chat so we can have it all. Anthony was, I say, lucky to Marie that you guys would have said, Sharon, I don't understand that question. What? Was the lobster and the BBL worth it? Mm-hmm. All right. So we have that poll. Let's see what you guys are saying. And then Belinda says, I'm not, Rhonda says, I'm not supporting Rooster. Rhonda is not supporting the Rooster, guys. She is not. All right. And Belinda says, I'm going to turn Amber. It's going to turn Amber, going come up, and Anthony Karma. Bad come to us, Amber, with your lawyer. All right. So Alani put his thumbs down too for Anthony because it's not worth it. Him slip it and reverse it, you know what I mean? And now, I'm trying. I'm hearing the word in my head, but I can't say it. I never know that word. never. Lily says, Charmaine, Denanisha, could Denanisha be the wrath of God that Coca spoke of about Denanisha purpose? It's to push Anthony back to God. Yes, I think so. Lily, I think I'm not Charmaine, but I can answer that for sure. Yeah, that will put let Anthony go back to God. We're gonna see Anthony back on his knees for sure. And then we have the lobster that I requested for you guys to put in the chat. Tina put it in the chat there. Okay, so we are going. Let me see if I can get the laughter. I am trying to get the laughter into what you call it, into StreamYard. Comes down to for Anthony because it's not working. All right, so let me close that off. Can you guys hear my laughter? But I don't know how to put it in StreamYard, so I just have to. It's a big dum dum. So we're laughing off of Anthony right now, guys. We are laughing off of Anthony. The lobster was not worth it at all. Him slip and him slide and him have to reverse it. But eventually, he will be able to reverse it when God help him, when he has to go to God. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Tina. And Sanita is dancing. Lily Cooper says, Janet to Lily Cooper, I think it's what Coca said God's wrath is, definitely. Because she says, if you mess with Amber, God's wrath is going to be upon you. And I totally agree with you guys. I totally agree with you. So here is the lobster. Yes, the lobster was not worth it at all. And Suzette says, this is a new Suzette. Suzette says, how is Shayla different from Denisha? They are both two peas in a pot. They are the same. And I, dear Eckling, good morning, good morning. And Sanita, welcome. Sanita is showing the clown face for Anthony again because what? Anthony is a big clown. You guys can hear the laughter, right? Yes, I can hear it here. So I am here trying my verb. We're all laughing off of Anthony. Really and truly, we're laughing off of Anthony. Amanita says, everybody will realize how much of a good wife Amber was to Anthony. They will all respect and pray for Amber back. Shayla is about to go to God to get Amber back with Anthony. Oh, that would be nice if Shayla does that. That would really be a new turning point. So my question is to you guys now. If Shayla does pray for God to let Amber go back to her husband, will you guys like Shayla then? Would you guys want Shayla to get calmer? Please put it in the chat. Let me hear what you guys have to say. I'd love to hear. Anthony mind set still in high school, college. That definitely. Because he was a nerd, so I guess he doesn't have no street smart, period. Anthony is already stressed. Yep, he's going to be rubbing his chest soon. And Sanita says, Anthony is a clown. Anthony in front of the side dish. Oh my God. Tanisha, Sanita, we have to laugh off of Anthony right now. Please bring in the laughter. That is so awesome. That is awesome there. So we are laughing off of Anthony here because Anthony is definitely a clown. You have a grown man, don't have any sense. Make that make sense. Oh my God, that doesn't make no sense to me. And Eklund says, so everything Amber wants, Anthony just give to Denisha and a platter. Exactly. Well said, dear Eklund. Well said. When Anthony never do that, and up till now you can't see, never do that for Amber. He never did that for Amber. Oh my goodness. And here is the clown face, guys. Here is the clown face. My goodness. My goodness, Dolly. Anthony is a big clown. And now we're having fun with Anthony nonsense. Anthony, I can't believe him not even see what he's seeing. I believe that Charmaine Lily is saying, okay, let me come down here. Let me come down. Sanita Eklund says, I believe the lady for the Brody is also Denisha mom. They have similar faces. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Okay, thank you for that, Eklund. That would be a good twist. And then Sanita says, Shayla don't want her son over there with the fake BBL girl. Definitely not. She does not. And Alice Leticia says, Anthony has been focused and kind since he's been with Delisha. Exactly. Is Anthony focus is not on his son Kai, but on Denisha's son. And Sanita, everybody
I'm
thinks
back.
Anthony is a clown. Yes, Charmaine. Everybody thinks Anthony is a clown because he still wants to see Kai. He sees Kai as his son. So he's taking Denisha kid as his. My goodness. Because he think God put them together. He is not in there playing stepdad. So he don't have time for his own son. He's out there playing stepdad. So he doesn't have any time
Time
for
for
his
his own
own son.
son. That is
So
so
we have
true.
53 likes, guys, and we have 71 watching. Please hit the like button, guys.
Listen,
Please.
Anthony is going to soon realize whenever time he does not have his friends around him, he's going to realize that what Denisha was doing. Because he's going to realize that PR is no longer around him. She's trying
Yeah.
to isolate Shayla. She's putting not isolate because she cannot isolate him from Shayla.
No, she
Because he
can't.
has to see Shayla because Shayla is Kai's mom for the
Yeah.
time being. So but she's trying to put a wedge.
Between them.
What she's doing is putting a wedge.
Yeah,
She
she
don't think
definitely is.
Amber, as far as she's concerned, Amber is not a threat. because Anthony and Amber, every time they see each other, they are not in agreement with anything. They are quarreling. They're doing everything. They're doing the most between the two
Yeah.
of them. And if any other of Anthony's friends come calling, like a Ben, like a Dalen, she is going to do the most unless they are in agreement with her being there. If they are going to be like, Anthony, you crazy, what are
Mm-hmm.
you doing, blah, 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 she's going to do the most to isolate them as well. And if she thinks they're an influence in Anthony's life, she's going to
Mm-hmm.
do the most to isolate them. She
Yeah.
cannot isolate Wayne because she's dependent on Wayne for that podcast money
Yeah.
that she's going to be working.
But she
So
wants
she's
to be
not
close to
able
Wayne
to
too.
isolate Wayne.
Oh, Tamara and Delicia arrived in Panama, in Bahamas, in the
Really?
Bahamas.
Wow.
Yeah, Delicia and Tamara is in the Bahamas, guys.
Nadia, pack her stuff to leave, Jay.
Oh, excellent! Then Bree can move in.
Good. Good. Trust me, I have not liked Nadia since the first time I saw that girl on the skit. When
Wait,
she used to
is
keep
Shay
her
trying to
fake
stop
prayer
her from
meeting.
leaving?
When she used to keep her fake prayer meeting because all she was doing was prancing on Jay. Every time Jay come to that prayer meeting, you can
Exactly,
see
looking
that
out for
she
a
want to
married
have
man.
design on Jay. You remember her cousin told her
Yeah,
father, Pastor Chris,
their
that she
daughter
was
told
talking to
her.
this married man.
Okay,
So,
hear this. Sanita says, Amber tell Wayne that Anthony is a little princess, need people to save him. And she's laughing off at Anthony right now. Oh my goodness, she's having a ball with Anthony. Shayla only care about herself. And Goddess says, please hit the like button, guys. Please hit the like button. Just double check to see if you hit the like button. Sometimes when you hit it, it does come off. So double check and see if you have already hit the like button. I do appreciate. And how many people hit the like button? Let me double check. So let me just refresh the screen. So 58 person hit the like button so far. So let me just give you a round of applause for hitting the like button. I do appreciate it. We all do appreciate that. Thank you very, very much for that. All right. So, and then I don't like Shayla nor Anthony. Never. Yes, we know that. We know that, Nancy. And a lot of people is laughing off of Anthony right now. And those three lovely people. Okay, so now so Marian says Coco told him he won't be able to run away from God wrath. He rather have is karma, and it definitely gonna be is karma. 58 likes, 70 watching. Please hit the like button, share and subscribe here, chatmates. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Shirley. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do appreciate that. Awesome. Please, everyone, please hit the like button. Come on now. And then Anthony wants jealous of, you mean Anthony was jealous of his wife. All right, that makes sense. And then Dolly says, Anthony, Denanisha are Sesame Street characters. Oscar, the Grouch, and Gringe, Gringe Getter, Oscar, the Grouch,
uh,
version. Okay, go ahead, Charmaine.
Shayla said there is a on Facebook somebody said, and Shayla still gonna call you a prostitute, a gold digger, a trick, or whatever she desire. Cause Anthony has never been able to tell Shayla what to do when she get in her zone. You heard what she said. If it ain't about Kyle Dalton, why are you on my phone? Anthony already knows Shayla is not to be played with, nor Amber.
Exactly.
Here comes Hurricane Angelina. She thinks Shayla disrespected. Wait until she meet Mama Bear. Oh my
Charmaine,
God! In my opinion,
Charmaine, we can I
I'm
call out
gone
the
again.
other
Gone
network
again.
on here. We have to just say the other network. Don't call the name. Just say the other network. And so Sylvester says no because Scangelina is still trying to get Shayla with Ant and deserve everything Denisha gives him. I hope Amber doesn't go back, but heal and keep moving forward. Well, Melissa, I'm sorry to go burst your bubble, but I think this is my opinion. Thank you for your opinion. God has a plan, and Anthony and Amber, the Daltons are not done. When God finished with them, you're gonna see them reunited. I think that's my opinion. But thank you anyway. I do understand you says you don't want them back together. I do get it, and I do understand why. All right. And then Sanita says, he is not a man, he's a boy. I'm a man, but in a man body, Sharon, a little princess who needs to be safe and I behind someone. Well, Sanita, thank you for that. He can protect. This is why I said Anthony dropped the ball with Amber. Anthony can stand up, but he chooses not to for Amber. And honestly, I wouldn't want Amber back with him, period. But because this says God has the plan, and we can see that Anthony knows to check people. So we need him to do that for Amber. Any day is that for Amber, there goes no divorce. But he can't do that. So there's going to be a divorce final. So let's see if they actually get the divorce. That would be awesome if they do. Because I really want him to be with Denanisha and let him can't even, and Denanisha take that house that he loves so much. Him says he will go up against a woman, a man, or a child, even down to the blade of the grass. I will never forget that word. I didn't even know the blade of the grass have something to do with that. But that is a clown for real. He is a clown for real. Oh, this big dumb think he's winning. Yes, that sign of a clown. Definitely, he has lost it. Anthony think he's playing checkers, but Denanisha is playing chess, and he's playing checkers. No, Anthony thinks he's playing chess. But Denanisha is playing chess and Anthony is playing checkers. You know, I need to learn how to put a clown face onto Anthony, really and truly, because he's a big dum-dum for real. Real big dum-dum. Don't you guys agree? I can see you all agree with that. He's going to have to take Shayla to court. Definitely, Marian. He has to. He has to. What Shirley's saying, Shirley says yes. Shayla needs calmer no matter what. She knows she will benefit if they go back to court. How is she gonna benefit? Don't you see Darren, baby mother? She's getting the bare minimum. Even if he was giving her more before, she just get it where it is. It doesn't matter. So all that extra money that Anthony was giving Shayla, that's gonna stop because of Denanisha. So Denanisha is gonna open up. Charmaine. Denanisha is going to open up Anthony eye to certain things. And then she's also, I know that she's isolating him right now, but his eyes is going to be open up. And it's going to be too late when his eyes open up. And Miss Fatal is saying, for some reason, I think Anthony's story is going to be mimic Ben's story. The mistress, aka Denanisha, is going to end up with the house. Wow. Miss Fatal says, let me see if I can find her in StreamYard because I can see it in Facebook, but no, on YouTube, but I cannot see it in StreamYard. But I will see. Let me see what this one say. Amber is not going to get back with Anthony, saying that us is saying that it's over with Anthony and Amber. He better go get the bigger and better house he's been talking about.
Exactly. He told Amber that you'd get a bigger and better house. Remember? A bigger and better ring. He said he'll get a bigger ring.
Yes.
And before he said you'd get them a bigger and better house. So I think it's going to come to the point where he actually does that because Amber is not going to go back to that house. Even if him and Amber are going to get back together, it's not going to be in that house.
Yeah, that's what I think.
He will have to sell that house. That house will have to be sold and he gets something else. But Amber's not going to go back to that house. There are going to be too much memories.
Exactly.
Shayla was in there. She's going to know Shayla was in there and now this girl, hell no.
And Sanita says, Sharon, Sanita says, Sharon, can you send Anthony and Denanisha in Jamaica so I can deal with them the right way, please?
Okay.
I'll
be back.
Oh my goodness, Sanita. I wish I could send it to you. Wait, you need to send Denanisha and Anthony to Jamaica so Sanita can fix Anthony the right way he needs to be fixed, and Denanisha will learn a lesson that she never go into a married woman house. Oh my goodness, Sunita. Lily says, Sharon and Charmaine, remember Shauna prayed for our first start for the Dalton. Yes, I remember. Thank you for reminding us. Thank you. Yes, she surely did. Thank you, guys. Well said, everyone. Well said. Amber got not going to get back with Anthony. Stays in that house. It is tainted. It's over. Anthony and Amber is better to get a bigger and better. He was talking about, and definitely Janet. I hope so. I hope so. When everything comes to low, I totally agree with you, Miss Faith. Dolly said that, Miss Faith. All they do is mimicking the repeat storyline. Exactly. You remember the first time I think they were gonna redo Amber the Daltons. You remember when Amber was used to exercise with Calvin and she met Calvin's sister and Calvin's sister says, oh, she and her husband divorced and they get back together. You remember that? All right. And I think that's what they're gonna do with Anthony and Amber. It's all reverse, refreshing. Clone. Oh my goodness, Anthony. Look how many clone face you're getting, Anthony. Oh my God, Anthony. Can't Anthony get it right, guys? He can't get it right. Period. He cannot. Oh my goodness, guys. The relationship built on lies, treachery, and deception will always fail. Exactly, St. John. That St. Michael. That is why them have to break it to rebuild it. Yep. And they're teaching us not to do what the Dalton is doing and not to do what Denisha is doing. That's a teaching moment into the skit here. Educational purposes because they're teaching us not to do what they're doing. And some people say they're not going to get married if that's how marriage is. Sanita is laughing. Oh my God, that boy is a clown. Sign the paper. And Sanita is thinking, my goodness, I don't think Denisha will get the house. Abigail got the house because they were married. Yes. The only way they will get what's her name? Denisha will get the house, Marianne, is if Amber and Anthony do divorce and then Anthony remarries. Although he told his lawyer he's not going to remarry, do you think if they do remarry, say for instance, there's Amber and Dave, whatever, we just hypothetically speaking, that's the only way Denisha will get the house if Anthony get suckered into marrying her and she get the house and his money. That wouldn't happen to a nicer person. But you're absolutely right. I don't think she will get his house. He has to sell that house. Do you think they will sell the house or they have a new house coming for the Daltons? Hi dear, welcome in Cub business Cubus. Okay. I Cubus. Hell no. I don't want Amber and Anthony together. Never. Cubus is saying she doesn't want that. Sabrina says he probably buy Abigail the house. And Tina is laughing. Lily says, Janet, I agree. He will get the house that Abigail is selling. Remember, he was looking at that house when he was with Ben. Yes, I remember he was looking at the house. I think that was a nugget, actually, Lily. Yeah. And I did even ask Charmaine. I was even asking Charmaine if he will buy the house, and she tell me no. But let's see. I did ask, yeah, analyze Sanita. And then, yes, that's a yes, Shayla is mad. Yes. And then Annie says, I think the same Amber he treated like crap will have to rescue him when Denisha done with it. Exactly. It will be Amber. At the end of the day, I already told you guys long time ago in other life that yes, it would be Shayla, Amber, who actually saves Anthony. Remember, I said she is gonna be the one that protects Anthony. And I think so. I think we're onto something. We're not writing the skit, guys, but it can go that way. Oh, we're predicting it. Yes, definitely. That's what always sees going. We're not the writer of the KW, but we're reviewing the KW, and some of our prediction does come true. Sanita says she is just a side dish, nothing else. Totally agree. I totally agree with you. Is Denisha a side dish? Oh, let me just get this one here. Let me just see if we can pause. Let me just sign out of that. me get back the laughter. Hopefully you guys can hear the laughter. I have it on my phone, but for some reason I can't get the laughter into the chat. You know what I mean? I can't get it into the chat at all. I need to save it so we can have it. So when we are doing our show and there is a funny moment, we can actually plays it for you guys. Anyway, it looks like we don't have it anymore. I'm looking for it, but I paused it. Anyway, I'll just do the clappy hand instead because I can't find where I put it. Well said, guys. Well said. Well done. You guys are doing great. Keep the comment coming. And Trapstar says, nobody wants to see Amber back with this dirty man. He's garbage. It's time for the judge to rule in the divorce. Since Aunt won't sign the paper, the judge can end it. Thank you, dear Strapstar. Thank you very much for your comment. Well appreciated. Yes. And Nancy says, why you all want Amber to go to that horrible husband that treats her like she's trust? Please explain. It's not me, you know. I am not doing anything. We're just commenting on what God has a plan. And we have to trust the process. That's why we think Amber is going to be the one that help her husband. And the two of them, that's why I tell you guys to marry people business. Because Amber lied to Dave, Anthony lies to Denanisha. The two of them is still two peas in a pot. That's all I'm saying. That's my opinion. But it is what it is. And we just have to trust the process. In real life, I would not go back. I wouldn't want Amber to go back to Anthony. If they didn't have God as a plan, then I would say no. I would definitely agree with you, Nancy. But that's your take, and my one is God as a plan for the Dalton. Let's see what happens, all right? And St. Michael says the Dalton will reunite. Everything that is happening now is theater. This is how the story must unfold. Exactly. Well said, St. Michael. But a lot of people don't realize that's how it has to be. It has to go this way for Anthony to learn, and it's going to be a pivotal teaching moment for Anthony, guys. Trust me. The storyline needs to be split. Let him, Shayla, Angelina, Denanisha to be in their own storyline together. Free Amber and her fans. We are done. All right. Thank you for that, Trapstar. KW, Trapstar says what she said there. I just read it for you guys. The fans, they love the Amber, so please, God, please, KW, be kind to the Amber's fans. Miss Fatal says, boycotting Denanisha and Anthony's skit. I refuse to watch them before. I just listen to the reviewers to hear their views on what's going on. There is nothing to see here, just a BBL zoo. Okay, Miss Fatal, I love this.
Who said they're boycotting Denanisha and Anthony's skit? I refuse to watch them, therefore I just listen to the reviewers. Okay, I've been doing that with both Denanisha and Anthony and Amber and Dave. What I'll do, I'll go check the numbers because I want to see how the numbers are trending. So that is all I'm doing, checking the numbers, and I will know if the storyline might continue or they might scrap it. Because Anthony and what's her name not doing good in terms of their numbers.
Going on vacation, right? So maybe we're still gonna get more Anthony and Denanisha.
You're gonna get more today. I can assure you that. Right now, there are two between the two of them. The first one is 397. The second one is 267.
Okay.
And yeah, those are the numbers so far. The ones yesterday, the numbers are not even great either. Because
read this. What's on the skit? What's on
the ones last night? The one with Anthony. The ones with Anthony and Denanisha last night is 498. And the other one when she was talking to her mom is 643. So, I mean, for main characters, after like a 12 hours, I mean, it can always go up some more today. But so far, they should be in the 700. They should be in the 700, being their main character, because they bring in Denanisha in now as a main character. The one with Dave and Amber yesterday is 851. And that is very good for a main character. 851, less than 24 hours. That's good. The only time Denisha's and Anthony number will go up is if there's a third person there, like a Amber or a Wayne or a Shayla or somebody else is in this skit. When they're together by themselves, sometimes the number is not great. Most of the time, the number is not great. Okay, the one yesterday when she's telling Anthony to check Piari, that is like 636. The one where Beast actually checking Piari, that number that is looking good. But this was a skip between Anthony and Piari because Denisha was not even in there much. And that one is 812. So looking at their numbers, she and Piari 850. Piari sometimes put up good numbers. I mean, I've seen her the last couple of times. She was putting up some good numbers in the 700. So I think that's it. Amber and Piari put up 786. Amber and Anthony in the morning put up 980. So we know that by the end of today, tomorrow, it's going to reach 1 million. The one with Amber, Anthony, and Denisha, that's 1 million. So everything that Amber's in, and the one on Sunday, they have quite a few million in there. They might have about 1 million in that day on Sunday. But yeah. But the Denisha and Anthony skit by themselves, even the one where they were, when she was in that red thing on the bed. Okay, I'm going back to that and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. The first skit where she was in the black and Anthony was sitting and start rubbing his chest in the end, it's 677. The other one when she was sitting on the bed is 656. So that's what I'm talking about. People are not gravitating towards them. They don't want to watch them. So, I mean, for a main character, it is just what? It's not even 700. And you think what they were talking about, it would get to 700. No, that is not even 700. And Amber by herself in the parking garage when she was talking to what's her name, it's 723. Amber and Ernestine. The one where Shayla and her were in an argument, that is 1 million. Shayla and Anthony was like rubbing his forehead. That's 1 million. The one when Shayla came on the scene, that's 976. The one where Amber was checking Wayne is 1.1 million. The one where Amber was checking Anthony in front of Wayne is 1 million. The one where Amber and Wayne is sitting on the porch is 1 million. So all those skits are in the million, the ones on Sunday. The one where Amber was checking Denisha, 1.1 million. The one where Amber was almost going to drag Denisha, 1.1 million. The one where Amber came in and saw them in the bed, 1.4 million. The one where Amber was 1.2 million. So Sunday, they have a lot of millions. They have maybe about 1 million or 9 million. They actually, when actually raking the money on Sunday, you know what he was doing? Because he see that the Denisha and Anthony skit is not from that 5 million or that whatever that went to when they went on that spontaneous trip. They only do another, I think they only do another million by themselves when they cross the line. They're not putting up great numbers. So for them to put up great numbers, they have to create chaos and confusion. Because the Denisha and Anthony skit is not skitting the way they think it should.
They have to do the confusion.
Yeah, they have to do the confusion for it to be skitting. They're not. It's not skitting. It's
Can
not
I read
skitting.
a comment, please, Charmaine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sis says, Charmaine and Miss Fatal is the reason they can't split Anthony and Denisha from Amber. No one wants to watch them. So no one wants to watch Anthony and Denisha. And Lily Ear says, Nancy, Anthony will be a change man. A part of God's plan is to change him. Exactly.
Yeah, Shayla calling him
one nail right on the head there,
a new skit just dropped with Shayla checking him.
Okay. I'll for you guys. guys have it. So Shayla know him at the back of her, like the back of her hand, guys, because she just called it exactly how it happened. Denanisha was sitting right beside him, and he decided to check Shayla a bit to make Denanisha happy. All right, guys. So you guys can watch the rest of that video. Maybe I can show a little bit more. I'm not sure, but Charmaine will let me know. All right. So here, and Shayla called it.
Shayla checked him really well. He's just driving. I think he right now he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Shayla checked him. Shayla, this boy is going to have a heart attack really soon. He dropped Denanisha off somewhere. I don't know where he dropped Denanisha
maybe he dropped her off our house.
But Shayla knows. Listen, Shayla knows Anthony. Shayla knows Anthony. Shayla said, I know when you call checking me, you have that trick in your car.
Yeah, she checked him good. She checked him good.
That's why you were not answering your phone. I know you inside and out. I know you, Anthony. And Shayla said, you're too old to be doing that. And Shayla checked him. He's just sitting there. You see that energy he had when he had Denanisha in the car? There was no energy. There was no energy. Because Shayla said, you know me. You have me out here on my phone doing whatever. I mean, guys, in the chat, if you can go watch the video, you will know what I'm talking about. Because Shayla show him. Shayla said, you know me. You don't get me. And Shayla said, I'll call her whatever I want to call her. She said, that trick that you just met, you don't know anything about this girl. You're too old. And he knows that Shayla will do that.
Yeah, I just showed the video, guys. Didn't I show the video, or it's just me want to watch the video? Oh, let me ask the chat. Did I just show the video? Guys, please put a yes in the chat. Did I just show the video? Because I don't want to play it twice. Yes, I showed the video, right? Oh, excellent. Yes, you did. Awesome. I don't want to do it twice. All right. Thank you, Nancy and Goddess. Thank you very much for that. Because I was trying to rewind it to see if I showed it, but I don't see it on YouTube that I showed it. All right. I don't see it. Yes. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, Charmaine, go ahead. Because somebody was telling me that they needed to see the video, and you did, Sharon. Okay, thank you, Goddess. When Shayla mentioned being a good father to Kai, then that it a nerve on Anthony. I think so too, Marianne. And you just show the video. Okay, thank you, Nancy. Dolly says yes. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Tina. And Lily says yes. So you guys, I'm happy that I did sure, because I was trying to rewind the video.
Shall I tell Anthony to worry about Kai? Or are you going to have to worry about me?
That's what Shayla said.
Yes, Shayla said, you are too old to be doing all of this. So you know what, Anthony? You better worry about Kai,
Anthony's
or
a
you
clone.
going to
Definitely
have to worry about me. Anthony is in, trust me.
Put a thumbs up in the chat if you think Anthony is a clone, guys. Put a thumbs up in the chat. Anthony is a clone.
Anthony, you see the energy called Shayla Withn and talking about blah, 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 blah. He does not have that energy when he's by himself with Shayla. He's only did it for Denanisha.
Exactly.
He was only doing it for Denisha's benefit.
He's a sim.
Nothing else. For Denisha's benefit. He does not have that energy for Shayla. And we all know that. We all know that Anthony is only doing it. Yeah, Anthony is only doing it for Denisha's benefit. I don't know where he drop her off, if he drop her off at the mansion or he drop her off at work, and where he's going. But Shayla did lay it into him. Shayla laid it into his ASS.
I have to go watch it after the live, guys. There you go. There we go. Yes, he's a clown for real, Nicole. Yeah. Anthony is definitely a clown. He is
He
a
is.
clown. He
Ekrit say
is
he's
a
going through a
clown.
midlife crisis.
Yes, I'm going through a midnight crisis. Here you guys go. Yes.
Anthony's scared of Shayla. We all know
I'm
that
so proud
Anthony
of
is
you
scared of
guys. Let me
Shayla.
give you wonderful applause for Clown Anthony. That is new. Clown Anthony. Anthony, I can't believe this. Well done, Shayla. We have to be proud of Shayla. Shayla checked him really good. Shayla, kudos to you today, Shayla. Anthony do not know who is, yeah, he does know who he's messing
Okay,
with.
I need Sharon, give me 1 second because Arrow is asking a question. She said, Amanita, you guys are not praising Shayla. Who is the cause of Amber having problem in the marriage? Amber and Anthony are both not saints. Arrow, we have moved on from that. My opinion, and this is my opinion, we have moved on from Shayla and Anthony. We all know that Shayla was the cause of what is happening. Wayne is the cause of what is happening. We have moved on from all of that. So we
Yeah.
are not going to go back. We are going forward. Now it's
Mm.
Denisha and Dave. We are talking about Denisha and we are talking about Dave. Kai is here. Kai is here. So we are not going to
Mm-hmm.
pretend that Kai is not here. Shayla is Anthony baby mama for the time
Mm-hmm.
being and
Mm-hmm.
until it is proven otherwise. Those are
Exactly.
facts. Those are not fairy tale.
Yeah, that is
In my
facts.
opinion, those are facts. So we
Exact.
can
That's
go
what it
back
is.
and forth
That
on
is
this.
facts. If you
Regarding
go
if
back and
we
play
are not praising
Anthony Sky's
Shayla.
father with
All we are showing, we are not praising
Shayla.
Shayla. All we are showing is that Anthony have all the energy for Shayla when Denisha was sitting beside him. That is what we are talking about. Anthony
Exactly.
have all the energy for Shayla when Denisha was sitting beside him. No, Denisha is not
Exactly.
in the car anymore. And
Exactly.
Shayla is going ape, going postal on his ASS. He
Mm-hmm.
does not have
Mm-hmm.
any energy for Shayla. That's what we are talking
Exactly.
about. We are not talking about praising Shayla. We are just calling a spade a
Spade a
spade.
spade. She
We
did
are
well.
calling
She has
a
to check
spade
that nickel
because
and
when
club.
Denisha was sitting right there, he was coming at Shayla with all that energy. And now
Mm-hmm.
there's no Denisha in the car. He is as like a
Yes, Anita,
slaughter,
you told
like
me
a
say no
lamb
nickel
to the
princess.
slaughter. And
Yes.
that's what we are talking about. We are showing you the different faces of Anthony Dalton. He has one face for his wife. He has one face for Denisha.
Yes,
He has
Charmaine.
one face for his friend. He has
I like
one
this
face for
thing.
Shayla. One face for Angelina.
Yes, he has
So he
many
has so
faces.
many one face for
He
Wayne.
has many
He has
faces.
about 10 different faces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's what we're talking about. He showed when he trying to show Denisha that I'm showing out for you and I'm going to show you that I have your back. But that is only in front of her. And all the time
Exactly.
people used to say, if you want to know somebody have your back, they're supposed to have it in front of
Front of
you
you
and
and behind
behind
you.
you. They're not supposed to
Exactly.
choose where they have your back. They're not supposed to choose if they have your back in front of you because they want to show off and then behind you they don't have your back.
Charmaine, hold
That's
on.
all I'm saying.
Charmaine, hold on. Sanita says, Sharon, I want Dave to get Amber pregnant so she don't go back to Anthony and she's laughing.
Trust me, Anthony would end up in a nut house if that happened. If Amber get pregnant for Dave, Anthony would actually end up in a nut house. Believe me,
Definitely. Well, definitely
because
get
he's not
into
looking
the
forward to
house.
that.
Oh Lord, that is funny, Sanita. Thank you for that. Well said. And then who else said something? What we see. Branda says Anthony is not standing his ground with Shayla, and this is why she talks to him. If he drop the ball and stand his ground, continue. Anthony is a simp. He's just a simp, guys. As we all see, he is green. I told you all, it's still going to be people praising him. Who is praising Anthony? None of we are praising Anthony. Anthony is a little simp. God has to change him. God has the two-faced. That's right, Nicole. Anthony has many faces. As Charmaine says. Well said, Charmaine. And then Margaret Dolly says, Anthony has many personality with different women. Definitely, Dolly. Well said, dear. Well said. Eklund said free Amber. Nancy says free Amber. Nancy says Anthony is a punk. My God. All right, guys. Well said, everyone. Well says. Miss Fatal also is saying, read him, Charmaine.
Of course, and I'm telling
Yes,
you, that is how Anthony is. He has different
yes.
faces. And trust me, you know he has another face with Angelina because Angelina is going to tear his ASS up.
Oh, definitely.
Angelina is going to tear his ASS up.
Yep,
Because
she is
you
going
know
to tear
Angelina.
it
You
up.
remember the time when Angelina was pushing him in his head and he just
Yeah,
stand
when
there
she pushed,
looking
yes,
like
I remember.
exactly. Angelina is you hear Angelina said there will be no peace for Anthony Dalton. So
Definitely no peace for him. No
between
peace
Angelina,
whatsoever for him.
Shayla, Amber asking for him to sign the paper, and Denanisha playing classy and cute, that man
Yeah,
is going to maybe just run away and leave all of them.
I know.
Maybe
Oh
he just
my
decide one
goodness.
morning to just pack his suitcase and said, you know, I'm getting out of here. I'm going back to Indiana for a while. I'm just getting out of here, leaving all of you guys. You fight it out
Good
amongst
morning, Del
yourself.
Marie. Yolanda says, I don't like Angina, but I'm ready for her to get him. Yeah, we don't like him,
I,
but he needs to break down
I
a
tell
peg.
you
He
that
needs to go to his knees, guys.
Sharon,
Anthony has to learn.
everybody on Facebook is backing Rooster. It's like everybody turned Rooster Nation on Facebook.
Oh, wait there. I know your episode. Hold on, the Charmaine. I know you. I know you. F is saying
The
the
fact that
fact that
everyone
everyone
is
is now
no.
willing to support one another. That is, and Denisha is diabolical. Shayla is the biggest cause of where the Daltons are today.
And
Um,
I
I
want
know
to
you. We have.
Sharon. Can I address this one?
All right, then go ahead.
And I know what you're saying, and we know that Shayla is the biggest cause of what happened in the Dalton marriage. And as I said before, we are here now. That was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever is happening now,
We
we are
speak
here
on it.
now. What I am saying, Anthony has never had Amber's back.
Mm-mm.
Anthony has never stood up anywhere for Amber. In
True.
the restaurant when Shauna is going off, he never said, Shauna, Miss Shauna, that's enough. Miss Shauna, that's enough. Go to the back, take a seat somewhere. When Ben or Darren is going off on Amber, he never said, guys, cool out. This is my wife. I remember one time he was saying something about Daniel, and Daniel was not even there, and Ben went off on him and said, that's my wife. He has never
Mm-hmm.
done that with Amber. Shayla and her mom call Amber all sort of name, big head, bald head, tramp, everything you can think of in the book. And he has never said to them, that's my wife. You're not going to disrespect my wife in that way. But yet, he found a girl 2 days, a girl with a BBL and a button nose and a button lips. And this is my opinion. So anybody want to come at me? I am a big girl. I can take it. And he all of a sudden is this chivalry. He is coming, he's standing up at her back and he's standing up at her front. He's promising his her mom that he does not even know. Oh, I will protect her. He flying Amber father to come to talk to him. And Amber father tell him, you need to be the head of your house. What did
Yeah.
he do? He stand there in the kitchen, look like a dummy. He did not do anything. He did not. The man tell him that you need to go to God because you need to go to God. He did not go to God. He went to Shayla's house. He went to he called PR. He did everything else. The Wayne's house, everything. He did not go to God. That Amber father asked him to do, to be the man of his house. But he met Denisha, and in 2 days, Denisha is in his house giving orders to everybody, behaving like she's the wife, and he's having her back. He's checking everybody's friend.
Yeah.
PRE is friend for 20 odd years.
Yes.
He was able to check her in the most disrespectful way.
Yeah,
And
I
all
know that
Denisha
was
was
horrible.
standing there looking like the cat that swallowed the cat that swallowed the fish.
So like the canary, yeah.
Or the canary or the
Yeah,
fish
the
or
canary,
whatever.
yeah.
And then she's going to say thank you. That is what is diabolical. That is what is diabolical. After
Yeah.
you get to separate him from his friend of over
Mm-hmm.
20, his friend slash could be baby mama, over 20 odd years.
It's
And then
true.
you turn around and look at the man and says, thank you. Thank you for getting rid of your friend. That is what is diabolical. That
Yeah.
is what I call diabolical.
Yeah, that's what
And
I
again,
call
that's my
diabolical too.
opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I like your take, Charmaine. You're ready to like a book, I tell you. Well done. Miss Fatal even says, let me see what Miss Fatal says. I think it went up or it lost. Hold on, let me see if we can find it. Miss Fatal, or was it Stanita? Stanita says, no, Stanita says sign the paper.
You
And
need to sign the paper.
Miss
If you
Fatal
want to
said
be
the
with
library
Denisha
is
so bad,
open,
sign the
Charmaine,
paper.
come to read. And she definitely read him well, Miss Fatal. Charmaine read Anthony like a book. And then Sanita says, Sharon, when Anthony is going to show God is when the side dish milk him dry. He got no friends on the street. Exactly. Well
Yeah,
said.
because
That's
this girl
exactly what Charmaine says gonna happen to him.
is
And I totally agree
isolating
with her
Denisha
also.
is isolating everybody. He cannot
Yeah,
isolate Shayla because Shayla is his baby mama, so he's driving a wedge. That's
yeah.
all
Driving a
she's trying
wedge.
to do. She
I
is
totally
driving a
agree.
wedge. That
Everybody
girl is
totally
street
agree with you,
smart.
Charmaine.
Anthony is when Denisha
Carol
said to
agreed to.
Anthony,
Yes, Charmaine, you're right. That's what
when
Carol says.
when Denisha was trying that morning, when Denisha said to Anthony,
Yeah,
you lead. You lead. I will follow. And Anthony was so glad to lead because guess me what? He thought he found somebody that he could control.
yeah.
That was all there was. He thought that, oh, I can control this girl, so I'm going to lead this girl. Not knowing that is how she started to sink her hook into him. That
Yeah.
is how she started. All she wanted to do was to get a foothold. You know, when you sometimes I hear people said, oh, they apply for a job somewhere, and the job that they really wanted at that time was not available. But they will take an entry level position because all they want to do is to
Marian
get a
says you're on point,
foothold.
Charmaine.
All they want to do is to get a foothold in that organization. Because you see, as soon as a position comes up, they're going to apply for that other position that
Yeah,
they really want. But they all they want was that foothold in that organization because they're in
definitely.
there and they said, yes, I'm in here. This is where I want to be. So anytime that other position becomes available, that is a position I'm going to apply for. And you're in a better position to get that position because you're not coming in off the street. You have established yourself in there. You work hard in there. You show them
Mm-hmm.
what you can do. That's what Denisha is doing. She's auditioning for Amber's position. She's
Exactly. And that's what
auditioning
she's
for
doing.
Amber's
Yep.
position. That's what she's there doing
Yep.
right now.
That's exactly what
Auditioning
she's doing.
for Amber's position
I
because she
totally
thinks,
agree, Sean. I
yeah, she
totally
thinks she's
agree.
going to get Amber's position because she's going to be the wife. That's all she's doing. You realize she's not asking for no money nor anything. If Anthony
Well, she just
offer,
asked for it
she'll
today. She
take
said,
it
off a
because
PR.
she's auditioning for Amber's position.
Wow. Well said there, Charmaine. Do you guys agree with Charmaine take? Let's poll that. Do you agree with Charmaine take that Denisha is auditioning? Oh, me click that off. Do you agree? Do you agree with Charmaine take? Denisha is auditioning for
She's
Amber's
cooking, she's doing
position.
everything. She's cooking, she's cleaning. She's in that house doing everything that she think Amber was not doing. Of course, she's auditioning for the position. That's
Yeah.
all she's doing. Why you think she has not left? Why you think it was
Is
okay for
Denisha
her to sleep in
auditioning
Amber
for
bed?
Amber's positioning?
Why you think it
Mm-hmm.
was okay for her to sleep in Amber's bed? She don't
Mm-hmm.
care because she's telling herself that this is going to be my bed. So might
Yeah.
as well I claim it. She's claiming it. Her mom does not have a problem with her. Her mom told her,
To be
I
classy.
I am and I think Anthony is right for you. I think Anthony is I can see that Anthony is right for you because that's what her mom want her to be, Mrs. Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
Protect my daughter and my grandson. That's all they're doing. They're
Yeah.
auditioning. She's ready for the position, but she's just making sure she isolate everybody, that when she think it's okay, then she said, okay, we are going to be
Yeah.
getting married, because she thinks as soon as she's going to start to tell him that he might actually have to sign the paper. She's going to in another few skits, in another week or two, she might start telling him, you know what, Anthony, you can always make back that money. So I think you might be, just go ahead and sign the paper. Free yourself up, because that is what she's doing. She's
Mm-hmm.
trying to see she's supporting him
I
now.
called that, but you guys tell me said me
No,
wrong.
no, no. She's supporting him now because she
Mm-hmm.
wants to make sure that he thinks she has his back. That is what
Yeah.
I tell you. That's an audition. When people go to audition, they don't show their true self. They show a representative. So
Mm-hmm.
Denisha representative is showing. If and when she starts to tell him to sign the paper and Anthony's not doing it, then she's going to show her true self. But for right now,
Yes.
it's her representative is showing. So trust me.
Mm. Yeah. I do trust you. Thank you, Charmaine. Well said. Well said, Charmaine. Well, guys, we have come to the end of our live. We have an awesome live here today. We had educational that we're not supposed to do what Denisha is doing. Don't go into a married woman house and lie down in our bed. We're not supposed to marry nobody, a simpleton, a clown like Anthony. And we're not to marry a man that doesn't have any backbone, that doesn't have our back, that does not support us. They're teaching us things. This is educational purpose, entertainment purposes, guys, that we can kiki, we can laugh because Anthony is a cool. Thank you, guys. Please click the like
Yeah,
button
but you
on
see,
your way out.
and
Yes,
we
I
don't
just said.
remember that. And when Denisha get the job from Tamira, her sole purpose was to get close to Wayne, because when Wayne sent those how many flowers to Tamira, Tamira was iffy and she didn't want to, and Momo told her about all that flowers that Tamira Wayne sent to Tamira,
Mm-hmm.
and she told Momo then that she's going to see she get a job with Tamira,
Yeah,
because her intention was to get close to Wayne, because when Tamira got those flowers, it was before all the dates and all of that. Remember Wayne came there and was dancing, and they were all there because they were going to
yeah,
Tamira dance class. So when she got all those roses and Momo told her about it, her intention, all of a sudden she need to get a job with Tamira, because
yeah.
she set her eyes on Wayne. But
Yes,
because she
well
come
said,
so
Sean.
close,
Well
she
said,
became
Sean.
close with Tamira, and she realized that Wayne is into Tamira. She
Yeah,
said, okay, she will just bide her time. So when she saw Anthony and Anthony make a pass at her, she said, yes, yes. She
hook,
didn't
line,
listen to
and
what
sinker.
Tamira was saying. You see, the first thing she did, she tell Anthony, go back to your wife. That was a
Yeah.
ploy. That was one of her first ploy. Go back
Mm-hmm.
to your wife, because she know that Anthony would be chasing her. Because Tamira told her that Anthony's in a divorce. So saying go back to your wife was like, oh, I care about you and I would love to see you be happy. No, she only said that so Anthony could quicken the chase. Anthony could put in the chase more.
Yeah.
That's all why she said, go back to your wife. So when Anthony called her and said, listen, I don't want you to tell me about Amber. I don't want to hear about my baby mama. I just went to this Mexican restaurant, and then she put him in the friend zone. Remember, she put him in the
Yeah, she
friend
did. She
zone.
played her card right.
Of
She played
course,
her
she
card
put
right.
him in the friend zone. So when Anthony have that spontaneous thing, she
Yeah.
said to herself, yes. And what did she do? They came back. She invited him over for a lobster dinner. Shayla
Yeah.
even asked Anthony, when lobster become your favorite? Because we
Exactly.
know lobster was never Anthony's favorite. But all
Exactly.
of a sudden, lobster become his favorite
His
because he's
favorite.
trying
It's
to
true.
impress. He's
So
trying
true,
to impress
Charmaine.
Denisha.
Well said. Well
So
said.
Denisha make sure she cooked the lobster dinner. The
Mm-hmm.
night did not go down the way Anthony thought, because
Yeah.
Denisha
And
get
she
him
even
into the
slept
bed.
with him that same
Exactly.
night too.
Exactly. Lobster dinner and sex
And then
after.
sleepover. Yep.
And exactly. So she had all that planned out.
Yeah, because she
All
told
that
Honey
was
Pot she
in
was doing
yes,
it.
she planned that to a T. You think she didn't
Exactly.
plan it? She planned
If
it.
you get a
Because
sucker, you're gonna reel them in.
of course, she planned it. She planned it. She planned it out. And she know once they sleep, hear what she said to him, please don't play with my heart. And
Yeah.
Anthony was like, no, I won't. I promise
Mm-hmm.
you. She didn't care if Anthony was playing with her heart
She
because
don't
she
care.
know the
Don't you
man.
see every time she look at Anthony, it spear disdain on the woman's face.
Yeah, but you see, when Anthony took her to Chateau de Lawn, she realized that Anthony have some money. But when
Yes.
she saw that house, she know how
Yes.
serious the money was. She realized how
Exactly.
serious the money
Exactly.
was just
Because when
looking at
she
that
stand up at
house.
that in front of that house, she goes, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
why she was sat on
Mm-hmm.
the bed that night when she dare go shower. And she goes down for
Yes.
Amber bed and I use Amber eyelash skill talk about I'm never leaving. That's what she tell Anthony.
Yeah,
And little
because
boo boo
now
didn't even realize what he just
Auntie
unleashed.
realized that Anthony is so backed up. Anthony is so backed up. Anthony will do anything for her to stay there. Of course.
Especially Chima cooking him, he don't have to go out and buy any food. Amber, I'm gonna cook for a while
Yes.
for
And
him
she
because
no
Amber
no
not
no.
speaking to him.
Remember, she told Anthony from that night that I could if I could get you could get used to me cooking every day for you because
Yes,
you
I
work
remember.
hard and you this and you that and I could do that every day for you. You'd not have to worry about me doing that every day for you from the first time that she cooked. So she was putting everything because she listens. When
Yeah, she
Anthony called
listens.
her and complained about Amber,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be out, but my wife don't want me. That was the first mistake Anthony said.
Oh
My
yes, that's
wife
his
don't
mistake.
want it to have anything to do with me.
Oh
And
my
I don't want to
goodness.
be with my baby mama.
Charmaine,
That
look
was
on
the
that
first
last thing
thing.
from Goddess. Goddess says next thing Denisha will be wearing is
Amber
Amber's
clothes.
clothes.
No, Amber. I don't think Amber clothes can fit that BBL. I don't think Amber clothes will be able to fit that BBL.
Mm. Sanita message gone. Me not see it anymore. Let's see. Miss Fatal said, drop the mic. You drop the mic. Miss Fatal is saying, Charmaine, you said it. That's it. And all. Thank you, guys. Charmaine did an absolute. She gave us a mouthful.
I tell you, I'm passionate
Thank you,
about
Charmaine. This is for you. You gave us a mouthful, and the audience is loving it.
I am passionate about my thing. Really passionate about anything
I
I get
must watch this
involved in.
on KW.
They need to give me a job.
Yes,
They
they
need
need
to
to give
bring
you
me
a job
all the
over
way
there
to
for
Atlanta and
sure.
let me be the part of their writing team.
Yeah, definitely.
Their
I
skit will
think
be more
we, the
exciting.
reviewer and the chat family, we're reviewing the skit together, so they need to hire all of us for
Yeah.
sure. Oh my God! Well done, guys. Well done, Charmaine. You outdid yourself today, Charmaine.
Thank
You
you, thank you,
outdid
thank you.
yourself. This was a teaching moment for all of us. All right, guys. So we come to the end of the live. If anything more juicy drop, we will either premiere it or we just leave it till 4:30. We'll catch you guys later. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please go back and comment on the video. And we will catch you guys later. Charmaine, you and Bethany, cousin versus worse than her. And she okay.
Please.
So
Please,
Bethany
guys,
cousin
I'll see you later
already
at
echoing.
4:30. I will definitely be on at 4:30.
All right, then.
Because we have
Thank
to
you. Have a
continue.
great
We
day,
have to
everybody.
continue.
Well
We
done.
have to
Well done, Sham.
continue.
Well done, chat. Great chat. Great conversation. Bye for now, guys. See you at 4:30.